In the fast-moving world of cryptocurrency, opportunities to grow your wealth can appear almost overnight. But alongside these opportunities come significant risks, and one of the most notorious dangers is the pump and dump scheme. If you've been in crypto communities on Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, chances are you've seen coins suddenly skyrocket in price, only to crash just as quickly. Today, we're going to break down what pump and dump schemes are, how they work, and most importantly, how you can spot and avoid them before they drain your portfolio. Let's start with the basics. A pump and dump scheme happens when a group of people, often organized in private chat groups or led by influencers, artificially inflates the price of a cryptocurrency. They create hype, encourage others to buy in, and as the price shoots up, the organizers sell their holdings at a massive profit. That's the dump. The result is that regular investors, especially newcomers, are left holding the bag with tokens that have lost most of their value. So how can you spot these schemes before getting caught in one? The first red flag is unusual price spikes. If you notice a coin that has been trading sideways for weeks suddenly experiencing a sharp increase in price within minutes or hours, that's a warning sign. Real growth in crypto, especially for new projects, tends to be tied to big news like partnerships, exchange listings, or major updates in technology. If there's no news and no reason for the sudden price movement, it could very well be a pump. The second thing to look for is low-volume coins suddenly trending. Pump and dump organizers often target tokens with very low trading volume or tiny market capitalization. Why? Because it takes much less money to move the price. If a coin usually trades just a few $1,000s worth per day, it doesn't take much to double or triple its value artificially. When you see small, obscure tokens suddenly rising to the top of trending lists without any strong fundamentals, you should be cautious. Another common sign is anonymous or shady promotions. You'll often see messages in Telegram groups or tweets from accounts with little credibility hyping up a coin. They'll use flashy language like the next 100x coin, don't miss out, or we're going to the moon. While excitement is common in crypto, when the pitch feels more like a sales scam than an investment opportunity, it's usually exactly that, a scam. Coordinated hype on social media is another big giveaway. When dozens of posts, memes, and even influencers suddenly start promoting the same token at the same time, it's worth asking why. Are they doing it because of genuine belief in the project, or are they all in on the pump together? Real projects don't need this kind of orchestrated hype to build trust. They grow naturally as people learn about their technology and vision. You should also pay attention to the information available about a coin. Pump and dump schemes almost always involve tokens that lack credible information. Maybe there's no white paper, no real team members listed, or the roadmap is extremely vague. Sometimes the project's website looks cheap, generic, or even copied from other projects. If the only real marketing tool the coin has is hype on social media, that's a red flag. Another telltale sign is the presence of pump timers or so-called exclusive groups. Some Telegram or Discord communities openly promote upcoming pumps, saying things like, "Buy at this time and get ready to sell." The truth is, these groups are designed to make money for the organizers, not you. They know exactly when they're going to dump their tokens, and by the time you're trying to sell, it's already too late. And then there are the unrealistic promises. If a coin is being promoted as a guaranteed profit, a risk-free investment, or a chance to become a millionaire overnight, you should run the other way. No legitimate project in crypto or traditional finance guarantees profits. These kinds of claims are marketing tactics designed to lure in unsuspecting buyers. Now that we've covered the warning signs, let's talk about how to protect yourself. First, always check a coin's history. Pull up the chart and look for repeated patterns of sudden spikes followed by crashes. If the coin has been pumped before, chances are it will be pumped again and dumped again. Second, verify the project. Research the team, read the white paper, and look into the roadmap. Are the developers active? Is the code being updated? Are there real partnerships with other projects or businesses? Transparency is key, and if you can't find reliable information, that's a sign to stay away. Third, avoid acting on fear of missing out. FOMO is one of the most powerful tools pump and dump organizers use to draw in new investors. If you feel like you have to buy quickly before it's too late, take a step back. Real investments don't require panic buying. Fourth, check where the coin is listed. Be especially careful with tokens that are only traded on obscure or unregulated exchanges. Established exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, or Kraken conduct due diligence before listing coins, which helps reduce the risk of scams. While not foolproof, sticking to reputable exchanges gives you an extra layer of safety. Finally, use trusted sources of information. Instead of relying on anonymous groups or random social media hype, follow credible crypto analysts, reliable news outlets, and communities with a history of transparency. If you're new to the space, take the time to learn from those who have been around for years and can spot scams a mile away. To put this all together, spotting pump and dump schemes comes down to skepticism and research. If a coin's hype feels too good to be true, it probably is. Look beyond the excitement and ask yourself whether the fundamentals back up the price movement. Is there real technology? Is there a real team? Is there a clear use case? Or is it just a wave of hype designed to lure you in and leave you holding the bag? The crypto market is still young and full of opportunities, but it's also full of people looking to take advantage of newcomers. By learning how to spot pump and dump schemes, you can protect your hard-earned money and focus on projects that have real potential for growth. So the next time you see a coin skyrocketing on Twitter or being hyped in a Telegram group, remember, if there's no substance behind the surge, chances are it's a pump and dump. Stay smart, do your research, and invest wisely. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to FinenceFlow for more insights on navigating the world of crypto and finance.